Australia's first ever Grand Slam champion.
Novak Djokovic's bid for an unprecedented third consecutive Australian Open title began with a routine straight-set victory over the veteran Frenchman Paul-Henri Mathieu in front of an adoring Aussie crowd. Fourth seed David Ferrer arrived in Melbourne fresh from winning the title in Auckland. Victory over Belgium's Olivier Rochus was his 8th win of the season. Djokovic was ruthless as he continued his title defense, showing no mercy to the young American Ryan Harrison. A straight-sets victory over the 125th ranked Tim Smyczek looked on the cards for Ferrer, but the tenacious American had an ace up his sleeve, stretching the Spaniard to 4 sets and 5 match points. Much to the delight of the crowd on the Rod Laver Arena, top seed Djokovic and Radek Stepanek put on an entertaining display of tennis in their third-round match. However, the serve was too strong for the Czech as he recorded his 17th straight Australian Open victory. Ferrer booked his place in the last 16 when he downed the 2006 Australian Open finalist Marcus Baghdatis in less than 2 hours. Master tactician Ferrer exploited Kei Nishikori's nagging knee injury as he cruised into his 3rd successive quarter-final in Melbourne with what he described as one of the best matches of his career here.
That's what it means to him. It's a 10th major quarter-final.
Later that night, the record-high temperatures may have dropped, but the tensions on the Rod Laver Arena reached boiling point.
Jump out of their seats. 3 hours and 18 minutes. It's a 5th and final set in this phenomenal encounter. Oh, wow! Have you ever seen a finish like that? Mr. Invincible keeps the dream alive of winning 3 Australian Opens in a row.
David Ferrer stared defeat full in the face 3 times, but battled back to beat fellow Spaniard Nicolas Almagro.
An hour and 45 minutes ago, Ferrer was 2 points from being bundled out of the Australian Open. It's Ferrer who goes through.
Novak showed no ill effects from his 5-hour marathon against Wawrinka when he played 5th seed Thomas Berdych.
Finishes with ace number 10 to 4th semi-final at the Australian Open.
Wow, what
the same bracket as top 4, which I think is right, as great as he is, but I think it's also that mentality that makes him work and drives him, because he doesn't think he's as good, so he's got to work so hard to stay with him. I mean, I remember just chatting to he was quite friendly with one of the umpires and one of the ATP officials, and he said, "God, if I had as much talent as those guys, you know, how good would I be?" So he knows he needs to work hard and fight.
Well, very interesting there from David Ferrer, actually. He chose to serve having won the toss, so, you know, that'll make it very interesting.
It will. Thank you very much, Greg. Miles, Virginia. So, well, they
Serve. Ready? Play.
A serve that has improved so much. He's never going to hit many aces, but it's so accurate. And there's his problem. Way behind the baseline. Djokovic close to his and powering a winner very early on. That will encourage the Serb. So many find it so difficult to hit through Ferrer, ranked lower than him.
(30-15).
Making his ears pop. Good body serve.
40-30.
It's a good serve against Djokovic.
Game. Ferrer.
Well, known as a great returner, Ferrer chose to... And for me, Mats, Ferrer has got to play the smartest match of his life tonight.
Agree.
And he's maybe got to surprise Djokovic. He beat Nadal at the US Open a few years ago by coming to the net a lot. Surely that's got to be part of the game plan tonight.
Yeah, I like the way he played here against Rafael Nadal when he beat Rafael Nadal in the quarterfinals, even though Rafa was slightly injured, but I think he hurt himself during that match in the beginning.
And that's what I mean about surprise, because that's no surprise for Ferrer playing points like that, but how many is he going to win like that?
Yeah, that's the hard thing for him. He has to play a very smart match. I think he has to make it slightly physical. The first hour is what I would think. Make Djokovic just feel it a little bit, but then also end rallies with big shots, just like Djokovic did that time. Only thing that I see that worries me, if you're a Ferrer fan, is that they don't go together. The physical part, making it physical, doesn't go together with the other part of the tactics, which is dropping the bomb sometimes. So like that, like Novak is going to do, is what Ferrer really should try, needs to do.
Out.
Call from the chair, Pascal Maria. Is he going to get challenged? Nope. There you go.
Yeah, and that's what I really like, that he makes 1 point physical,
40,
next point
30.
short, 2 points physical, maybe 2 points short. And is that what you mean by playing smart, Chris?
Yeah.
Sounds like the golf you played that you described to me. One good hole, one bad hole. One lost ball.
And then another 3 bad ones.
Game. Djokovic.
1-1 first set.
1 game.
It's amazing how players rank lower than the top 4. And obviously Nadal's not here, but they find it so difficult to take on and beat Ferrer, knowing exactly what's going to come, and yet the players ranked above Ferrer don't seem to have that problem in the majors.
Amazing how some players like predictable and some players hate it. And I guess we can go back. If we really look at what's happened this tournament here, you can
50
easily
on.
say that Stanislav Wawrinka was quite unpredictable in his game. And it's clear Djokovic doesn't like unpredictable, because Roger Federer has a good shot at Novak Djokovic every time.
Let. First service.
And then it's also pretty clear that Roger Federer doesn't like predictable, because he has a problem against Rafael Nadal every time. And Federer's played Milos Raonic, Bernard Tomic, Joe-Wilfried Tsonga. I mean, those are some unpredictable players. And really not having a problem with any except Tsonga last night. Great match, by the way.
Brilliant. It's his favourite shot. Yeah, it was great to see Tsonga back to moving as well as he was, hitting it as big as he was. He was almost better than the run here in 2008.
Yeah, I thought it was the best match that I've seen him play, with the exception of possibly that first big win he had to get over Rafael Nadal in that Australian Open.
Going to ask your views on the Azarenka semi-final in a few minutes' time, because I went to the press conference of both Sloane Stephens and Azarenka. Just want to give it a little bit of an update. Well done, David Ferrer. It was a good, gutsy decision. We know all about his guts to serve first, but he's 2-1 up first set. Story that she misunderstood